Now to more coverage of the deadly ICE shooting of Lorenzo Salgado. Tonight, calls for transparency in the Salgado investigation continuing. A crowd gathering at Hidalgo Park for a demonstration.
Anayeli Ruiz joins us live with their message tonight. Anayeli.
Well, organizers tell me about 50 businesses today actually shut their doors to stand with the community in solidarity as they continue to demand accountability.
Justice for Lorenzo!
It's been more than 2 weeks since the death of Lorenzo Salgado, the man killed during an encounter involving ICE agents. But for many in Houston's East End, the pain is still fresh. This man says they take the life of people who are just heading to work. And for many in this community, that has turned an ordinary trip to work into something they're now afraid of. She says even though she's here legally, she's scared she could be killed in the same way. That is why many of them gathered at Hidalgo Park to continue with the protest. The demonstration was part of what's being called Shut It Down for Lorenzo. More than 50 businesses across the East End closed for the day, with owners saying they wanted to stand alongside the Salgado family and the community demanding answers.
People from all walks of life. We have people who work in mechanic shops, used car sales, grocery stores, restaurants.
One of those owners was Mark Rodriguez, who owns a car lot.
Keep this message going up until November 3rd when we vote.
State Representative Cristina Morales also addressed the latest update from the Harris County District Attorney's Office, where they say the substances recovered from the van were not narcotics. She said it's something the community knew all along.
These guys don't even know what it's like to work in 100-degree heat, and so they didn't know what that was. I believe it was a smear campaign. They were trying to make Mr. Salgado look like some kind of criminal.
The protest ended with a march through East End to the growing memorial for Lorenzo Salgado. Houston police escorted demonstrators. They even temporarily shut down streets as chants for justice echoed through the neighborhood.
We want justice, you say how?
But organizers say this wasn't about closing down storefronts or streets. They say this was a message that East End stands together for accountability. Now, we know that they have more protests planned over the weekend, even one in Conroe at the ICE detention facility. Reporting live in East Downtown, Anayeli Ruiz, KHOU 11 News.